What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and also gold, but I wanted to talk about the precious metals market, the stock market, and even a little bit about the digital currency market because everything is falling down. Took a lot of punishment this week, and I want to give some of my thoughts on whether or not I think the pain will continue next week. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise, come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, deal alerts, live streams. You can watch Saturday and Sunday's videos right now if you want to, and a whole bunch more. And of course, last but not least, go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer 3 friends this month, and they're going to give you $150 at least worth of Amazon stock for free. Everything is linked in the description. So today is Friday, January 28th, 2022. The current spot price of silver, as I'm filming the video, is $22.27. It's down 46 cents or down 2.02%. Nice red day for silver, once again. Spot price of gold is $1782.60. It's down $14.50 or down 0.81%. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 78 to 79 to 1 range. But again, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Okay, so I wanted to talk quite a bit about silver and gold today, mainly silver. And as you can see on screen, have a nice little selection. Got some junk silver over here. We have some miscellaneous coins over here. We got some creatures of the north, some silver bars, 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce silver bars. But before we can even get into the money, I wanted to first talk about the currency and just the general state of really everything right now. Because I'm sure it's no surprise, as you're watching this video, more than likely on Friday, the day that I'm posting it, it's no surprise, it's no secret, this has been a very painful week. We have seen red across the board, we've seen red in pretty much every single sector, and every day so far has gotten lower and lower and lower. This is all following the Federal Reserve's meeting, which took place on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is when information was released and Jerome Powell came out to speak and answer questions. We have been in a downward spiral ever since, but leading up to it, we were still heading in a downward direction. This just kind of picked up the pace of the fall, if that makes sense. So I wanted to talk about a couple of different things, and I wanted to start off by talking about the stock market because there are a lot of people right now that are going into a panic mode. People are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, talking about, oh my god, the sky is falling, everything's going to zero. So I wanted to start off by looking at this year-to-date chart. This is the S&P 500 ETF VOO. This is the year-to-date graph. We can see, taking quite a bit of punishment, down 10.3% this entire year so far, which is really only about 3.5 weeks at this point because it's January, but down 10.3%. This is the worst January, to my understanding, in history. But if we take a look at the 6-month chart, we can see that we've made some crazy gains over the last 6 months. And really just in the last 3 weeks, all of those gains have been completely annihilated. We were moving in an upward direction. We were very much so in the green. And now, from starting 6 months ago to today, we're down 2.33%. But if we look at the 12-month chart, if we look at the last 365 days, you can see that we're still very much so in the green. We're up 13.5%. Look at that dip though. Look at that dip from the last 3.5 weeks. That's a pretty big drop. That's a pretty impressive dip at that point right there. So that right there is what has people afraid. But look at everything leading up to it. Look how much we're in the green. 13.5% in the last 365 days. Keep in mind, this is the S&P 500. On average, returns 8%. Before the fall, I think we were up like 22, 23% or something like that. but it's on average to return about 8%. Some years it's going to be 22%. Some years it's going to be 3%. Some years it's going to be negative 7%. It all averages out to about an 8% return. But I also wanted to show one last graph. Look at this 5-year chart right here. 5 years, where we're up 87.05%. That percentage doesn't really matter. I want you to look at the line. Look at all those dips along the way. So what we're going through right now, in my opinion, is irrelevant. This is something to capitalize on if you're involved in the stock market. This is an example of buying the dip. Because guess what? In another 5 years' time, we're going to look back at the 5-year chart, and we're not even going to remember this month. It's not even going to matter. We're going to look at the 5-year chart. We're going to look at that line move in an upward direction with some dips along the way. And this isn't even going to be anything significant in my opinion. And speaking of the stock market, I just wanted to do a quick little overview of what's going on today. We have the S&P 500 down 0.42%. We have the Dow Jones down 0.68%. We have the NASDAQ down 0.39%. Everything is red across the board. And the tech sector has been carrying the weight of the entire market. So let's take a look at some massive tech stocks. We got Tesla, which is tech on wheels, down 0.37%. Apple is actually doing very, very well today. It had an incredible news came out about Apple yesterday. That's a story for a different video, but up 3.76% today so far. And then, of course, we have Amazon down 0.96%. So I wanted to bring this up for a couple of different reasons, and let me just toss this out there. If you have the opportunity to get $150 worth of Amazon stock for free, you should probably capitalize on that opportunity. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you download Webull and fund your account, Webull will give you 2 free stocks just for doing so. And then if you refer 3 friends to the app, they're going to give you at least $150 worth of Amazon stock for free, with the chance of winning all the way up to $3,000 worth of Amazon stock for free. That's more than an entire share of Amazon. All you got to do is click that little invite button, send it to the 3 people that you know. It's quite literally that simple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I also wanted to quickly mention, before we get into the silver and the gold, I wanted to just briefly mention the digital currency market. It's not a market that I personally care all that much about, but it is interesting to take a look, and I am interested in all things finance. So we have Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shib, Cardano, and Ethereum all in the red today as well. And just in case anybody's interested in the digital currencies, another Webull promo they have going on is that for every friend that you refer to the Webull app, if they go and enable crypto trading, Webull will give you $5 worth of a crypto of your choice between those 5 that I just showed: Bitcoin, Doge, Shib, Cardano, and Ethereum. Webull link in the description. Now, moving away from all of that, moving away from the weekly recap of the Federal Reserve with tapering information and raising rates and everything going on, we also have silver and gold in the red as well. To me, this is no surprise. To me, this is pretty much right on par with everything that's going on right now. We are going through a time where there's more panic, fear, uncertainty, and doubt of the near future, more specifically the next 6 weeks. The next 6 weeks are going to be very, very crucial, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how silver and gold handle themselves during this time. Because a lot of people say that during times of inflation, where the dollar bill is taking punishment, it means that silver and gold inherently go up. When the dollar bill goes down, silver and gold go up, almost like a seesaw. That's not the case. There are a lot of different factors that play a role in the spot price of silver and gold. Of course, you have inflation, you have the general state of the economy, but you have other countries' currencies and other countries' economies to worry about as well. You have all the different industrial uses. You have the paper market. There are so many factors that play a role in determining the spot price of silver and gold. It's hard to keep track of. But I will say this. During these times of inflation, we also have to factor in that we have a supply chain crisis going on, an unemployment crisis going on. And when it comes to the different markets, whether it be the stock market, whether it be the precious metal market, doesn't matter, the different markets, for lack of better word, a lot of investors are drama queens. And the reason I bring this up is because if we were to take a look at what's going on over in Russia right now, the whole Russia-Ukraine ordeal, we have a lot of investors on the edge of their seats thinking that if Russia were to invade Ukraine, or if Russia were to do anything crazy right now, in their minds, it's,
oh my God, end of the world, World War III, everything's gonna go to zero.
This is what a lot of investors are kind of anticipating right now. A lot of people invest with worst possible case scenario at the top of the list. That's the first thing on their mind. Worst case scenario, what can happen? So a lot of people go about investing that way. And evidently, a lot of people go about stacking that way as well, it seems. But I just wanted to point this out because we have a lot on the table right now. We have a lot going on. Like I just said, we have the Federal Reserve taper. We have rate hikes coming up in probably about 6 weeks. We have an unemployment crisis. We have a supply chain crisis. We have an inflation crisis. We have everything going on overseas. We have everything going on right here. There's a lot going on right now. Hence why everything has been weighing on the markets so dramatically this entire year so far, aka this entire month so far, and especially this week. So it's no secret, it's been a pretty tough week. My honest expectations moving forward, what about next week? I'm obviously not a psychic, so I don't know for sure, but I'd be willing to bet currency that we're going to keep moving in a downward direction next week. I do believe that this is going to continue, and I'll go as far as to say that, in my opinion, at least at this time, until confronted with new information, I believe this is going to continue for the next month and a half. I believe this is going to continue. We're probably going to keep falling for the rest of January, most of February, and probably the first half of March. That's my honest expectation. I believe it's going to be brutal up until the taper is complete. And at that point, we can reassess, we can reevaluate, we can see what's going to be going on at that point. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't think we should be focusing too far in advance. We got to be focusing on right now and what we should be doing right now. I don't think we should be investing too much time, energy, or effort into planning or strategizing a month and a half away. I think we should probably take a look at what's going on right now and focus on that, with, of course, maintaining that long-term vision. But I don't think we should be too distracted by March, the middle of March, when we're at the end of January. That's just my opinion. But I do believe we're going to continue to see pain. I do believe we're going to continue to take punishment. And I do believe that the weak hands will get shaken out. I do believe that there will be a lot of people who lose the ability to hold on. I do believe that there will be a lot of people over the next couple of weeks being scared out of the markets, which is going to send us in an even more downward direction, which is perfectly fine for me. It means I can stack for a little bit cheaper. It means I can invest for a little bit cheaper. I can play offense for a little bit cheaper. I can play defense for a little bit cheaper. So I personally have no complaints. I do believe that this is going to continue for the next 6 weeks, but I'm curious, everybody watching this right now, what are your thoughts? How long do you think this is going to last? And what do you think it's going to take to start seeing us move in an upward direction? Over the next 6 weeks, we probably are going to have some green days. I'm not going to say we're going to just straight fall for the next 6 weeks, but if I had to assume or if I had to guess, I would say over the next 6 weeks, we're probably going to have 3 to 5 red days a week with 0 to 2 green days a week, every week for the next 6 weeks. That's just my opinion at this time. That's subject to change. If I'm confronted with new information, I'll reassess, I'll figure it out. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video, this brutal week that we've had. Do you think that this is going to continue next week? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button, Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. DYDSS store is linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, where I do giveaways every single month, deal alerts every single day, live streams multiple times a week. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. You can watch Saturday and Sunday's videos right now, and tomorrow morning I'll be posting a brand new adventure vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. And then, of course, last but not least, make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. They'll give you 2 free stocks just for doing so. And then if you refer 3 friends this month, Webull's going to give you at least $150 worth of Amazon stock for free, with the chance of possibly winning all the way up to $3,000 worth of Amazon stock, which is more than an entire share of Amazon. All you got to do is click that little invite button, send it to 3 people that you know, bing, bang, boom. It's quite literally that simple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know one more time. What are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? A little bit of a weekly recap going over how much punishment we've taken this week, or really how much punishment we've been taking this entire month so far, but really lasering in on this week. What are your thoughts on everything that we just saw, and what do you expect come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week? Do you think the pain will continue? Do you think the red will continue? Do you think we're gonna maybe have a surprise pop in an upward direction? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.